Welcome to Talking Pop Culture, and we're back with another top 5. We're going top 5 DC villains. Our favourite top 5 villains. Mark, Comics in Grod, we trust on Instagram. Go check him out.
How you doing, everybody?
Reviews his comics just like I do on my Talking Pop Culture one. But we're going to go top 5. We're going to do the same as last video. We're going to start backwards from 5 to number 1. Mark, who have you got at number 5?
Number 5, straight off the bat. So I'm going to go with Deathstroke.
Deathstroke, my boy.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's going to be in yours.
Oh, mate. I'm not going to say
Anyway,
what he is, but why is he your number 4? 5.
5. I like Deathstroke.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. I guess he looks really cool, and
His design's the best.
his design's fantastic.
I love his design. Love
You
his
look at
colour
him and go,
schemes.
That's cool, and obviously ridiculously good fighter. Can use any weapon.
Yeah.
Basically, can't he? He's just
Yeah.
he's a great villain for almost any story.
Yeah.
And you can kind of have him as an anti-hero
Yeah.
in there because he does have a
Well,
family.
the Deathstroke run that I'm reading at the moment, from 91, he's actually a hero in it, to be honest. So, and then we've got
He sometimes does the right thing.
Yeah,
and
he
when
does.
he does, he's the best at it.
yeah.
So yeah,
I got Deathstroke incoming in September.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that one.
by Joshua Williamson, I'm looking forward to it too.
Mate, anything's Deathstroke, I'm buying.
Yep.
And you'll see why when I get into my countdown. But my number 5 is Black Manta.
Ooh.
Love him in Aquaman. Especially, I liked him in Kelly Sue's run of Aquaman that she wrote recently. Or not recently, probably about 8 or 9 months ago. Just always like the look. I think it's more of the look of the character is what... he's got a cool backstory as well, but I just love the way he looks, and I think the Aquaman film done an absolute superb job
looked real cool.
of how he looked in it. I think the actor played it perfectly. I really hope we get more of that Black Manta. I hope he maybe appears in the second one, to be honest. I would love a Black Manta kind of TV show of him being, on a pirate ship, bloody jacking everyone on the seas or something like that. But yeah, Black Manta's my number 5. Who you got number 4?
My number 4 is Black Manta as well.
there
There you go. So yeah, just to bounce off that, I really like the way he looks cool.
Yeah.
His design, he's perfect villain for Aquaman or anybody with the sea, but he's really kind of evil, like when he wants to be. Like there was the time where like he was with the Legion of Doom, and he even stabbed them in the back when he got what he wanted. Like and he just
Yeah.
and I loved him on the movie. Loved the design.
Beautiful.
Like if people think to start with it looks a bit silly, just go and look at some drawings of him and just stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's it's a good design.
Yeah, I've got one of his toys somewhere behind there. I don't want to knock them all down, but even the toy looks freaking amazing. My number 4 is Deadshot.
Yep.
Love the Suicide Squad comics as well. It's one of the series that I will always buy along with Deathstroke. It's just on my list constantly. Love him. Tom Taylor. Spoiler alert if you haven't read Tom Taylor's Suicide Squad, actually kills him. He hasn't came back to life in the new Suicide Squad or anything. They've mentioned nothing about him at the moment, so spoilers alert, I should have said. But love Deadshot, love his backstory as well. Just love the design. It's the design that I love about this character. What do you got number 4?
Yep. Well, number 3.
3, sorry. Yes, sorry.
My boy Gorilla Grodd.
Gotta have him in there.
Yeah. When he pops up, something epic usually happens. It's something like the central city's under attack, or he's got an army of gorillas.
Yeah.
Something big is going to happen when he rocks up. So
yeah, they're in the new... I can't remember what volume it is because I bought those Flash ones in volumes. The New 52, there was a good Gorilla Grodd story in there.
City,
Grodd City, that was it. Grodd City.
Yeah.
Amazing story after that one.
Yeah. So yeah, I like Gorilla Grodd. I like his powers. There's a little bit of sympathetic in there, like his backstory, but in the end, he's just a good villain.
Yeah.
And a different one for Flash. I mean, like, you always get speedsters.
Yeah.
You always get street criminals, and you just got Grodd.
Yeah.
So it's something different. I like it.
My number 3 is something probably a lot of people's number 1, but the Joker. Well, I don't really need to explain why, but it's the Joker. He's the most popular, probably, villain, but he's not my favourite. Whether it's the comics, it's Heath Ledger, it's Jack Nicholson, mate, all of them have done great jobs. Even, what's his name? Jared Leto. I'm going to back him. I don't care. Now, I'm not saying he's the greatest, but he still did a good job with what he was given. But yeah, Joker's number 3 for me. Who do you got at number 2?
Number 2, I have got Mr. Freeze, a Batman villain. So I had a very sympathetic sort of story about him.
Yeah, his wife. Yeah.
His wife. I've read the Paul Dini origin story of him, where it started when he was a kid. Like his parents were bad to him, bullied at school. Like
It's a good one. I don't know if you've read it. It's the Batman Knight trilogy or series that got written. They done a Mr. Freeze one-shot issue.
Yeah.
Same thing, Tales Kind of Origin, which is really, really good.
Yeah. And that one person that sort of brought the good out on him.
Yeah.
And then gets taken away by an illness, and then all bad stuff starts to happen.
Yeah.
And then he gets frozen, and stuff like that. And then you can't use him too much because there's only really one direction you can go with him in the story. But that one story, it's always good to watch. He always steals the show. I didn't like the Arnie version, obviously. But as you said of the Batman animated series last episode, that was one of the best episodes ever.
Did they do a spin-off cartoon as an animation movie on that as well? I think they've done it.
Yeah, I think it's called something.
I can't remember the name of it, but they did do one.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
They did do one.
Yeah, it was cool. And then in the new cartoon, Harley Quinn, new cartoon.
I've only watched 3 or 4 episodes. I've got to stop being lazy, get into it. I've heard
he pops up in that, and he steals the show again with a really emotional story where. Spoilers, he gives up his life for his wife to live.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. So, yeah.
I have to get on it. My number 2, Reverse Flash. Mm-hmm. Obviously, having Flash is my favourite hero. Got to have Reverse Flash on now.
I love Reverse Flash.
I love how he's just, you always go... Yeah, obviously, I'm not saying how he killed freaking Barry's mum, but the relationship between him and Flash. It's kind of like the Batman and Joker. You know what I mean? Like, it's that relationship between the two. If you love Batman, you got to love Joker. And if you love the Flash, you've got to love Reverse Flash.
That psychopath in him too, like how he was a Flash fan. And because the Flash, he tried to be Flash's sidekick. And he didn't accept him, and that just made him go loopy.
And a lot of people, I know a lot of people knock him. It's like, the name was lazy. Oh, we'll just call it Reverse Flash. And then they knock it. He's just yellow.
Yeah.
But, I actually like his colour scheme, as you can see. My Reverse Flash up there, which I absolutely love the look of that.
it's a better design,
yeah.
to be honest.
I actually like it better than red. And I think Wally, they done yellow in one of the comics now. I'm not too sure which one I read it, but yep. Reverse Flash, my number 2. Who you got? Number 1.
Number 1 is Captain Cold. I've mentioned him on this show before.
Yep.
He just... I just love the backstory. I like how sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. It's just simple for me, and I like that. I like when he pops up. He's smarter than he appears. I remember in Williamson's run, there was a moment where he got caught by Barry when he took over the city.
Yep.
He got caught by Barry, but Barry almost killed him. So Barry locked himself up too. So they're on their way to the prison, and they're sitting together. And Leonard, Captain Cold's going on about his terrible moments in Suicide Squad. And Barry goes, I'm sorry you had to go through that. And he goes, well, why would you be sorry for? You hate me. And Barry looks at him and goes, I don't hate you, Leonard.
Yeah.
And that's just what going through his head. Like, he's been through so much crap, he thinks the world hates him. And it's just like... If somebody just had showed him some love earlier on, which he didn't get when he was a kid,
it
could have been all different.
I remember that now that you're saying that.
And the look on Barry's face goes, Leonard, I don't hate you.
Yeah.
And he just was stumped. He thought Barry hated him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Captain Cold, he'd be my top 10. He'd be my top 10. But my number 1, obviously, we'll talk about it before, Deathstroke. Love the way he looks. I've collected every single comic. I'm selling a lot of my back issues, like Man of Steel comics and all that stuff, trying to get some money. I want to buy a new Teen Titans issue 2, which is his first appearance. I'm going to be looking about $800 Aussie to get one from America, 9.6 CGC. Been doing my heavy investing, but it's one character that I will buy every series that comes out. Love him. Loved Manu Bennett's portrayal of him. Loved... Don't know the actor's name in Titans. Done a great job, and I really feel Joe Magnan. I can't say his last name. Magnan, whatever it is. I feel he would make a brilliant Deathstroke on the big screen. I want a Deathstroke versus Batman TV show or movie with Ben Affleck. I don't care.
Just make
Give
it
me
happen.
Deathstroke.
Make it happen.
Not yet. Let me get my CGC comic first because the fucking more they promote Deathstroke,
It's going to go
the
up.
more it's going to go up. So give me another month to save some money and then you can
Go
push
ahead.
Deathstroke
Yeah.
as much as you want. But Deathstroke is my number one.
Yep.
But there you have it. Our top 5 favourite DC villains. What are your top 5 villains? Let us know in the comment section below. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. Hit like, join the community, join in the conversations. Head over to Instagram and follow Mark in comics_in Trust. Links for that will be all down below. Again, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.
Take care.